underlying issue of gangs are cause for economic and political issues. Since they don't have families, a social hierarchy of their own is created in order to live. Due to the access of weapons, drugs, and alcohol, gang violence grows and continues to be of substantial concern. Excitement that comes with these dangerous activities induces cravings to do it again. The young boys fighting for survival in William Golding's book, Lord of the Flies, reflect these ideas. They begin with a vote for a leader, but eventually develop divergent ideas in how the island should maintain rescue. The boys take advantage of the Earth's amenities, using it for weapons and habitat construction. The killings that occur place the seed of savagery into the minds of boys, causing them to willingly continue such actions. Comparison between the two concepts of gangs and boys in Lord of the Flies will allow a deeper understanding into their correlation. The excitement and adrenaline that comes with the savagery the kids and the gangs take part in creates the urge within them to do something just as threatening again. A discussion about parts in the book this happen and gang violence in which this happens will help the understanding. Epinephrine, a chemical naturally produced by the hypothalamus, stimulates an opening in the airways and a narrowing of the blood vessels, causing the human body to be placed in a state that is desirable and stimulating. It is released as a part of a flight or fight response in threatening situations. Experienced by the young boys and gang members both taking part in savage activities, this concept makes it suitable for a continuance of the specific activity. The second encounter with the wild pigs on the island in which they kill them, the attacking of Simon on the night of the division of tribes, and the many intimidating attacks that Jack forces upon the boys of the tribe all release this excitement hormone. In first seeing the opportunities to attack and be the ones to fend for themselves, the savage boys continue to take part in adrenaline-inducing activities. Gang activities such as violence and drug abuse cause for a brief alter neurologically, making the user more happy or experience the feeling of seniority. The case between the specific gangs in New York City and finding rivals to fight with shows the desire the members have to take part in mood-elevating activities. In comparison, dangerous and perhaps illegal activities stimulate the memory of excitement and confidence, causing the victimizer to carry forward such actions. Systems of hierarchy and designated positions for tasks help violent groups in their ways of survival. A look into how these hierarchies crumble and how they change under the circumstances will prove this aspect relates to the book and the current issue. Processes face demolishment when groupings of people see their lives unfit and unfitted to the rules they must follow. Alike is the naturally assessed levels of power we see understood in Lord of the Flies and gang groupings. The systems of hierarchy that develop when the boys first realize they must find a way off the island mirrors political and societal standards. When violence starts to be of the essence, the boys take sides in how their situation should be handled. A civilized vote begins their process, but is later abandoned when mental sanity is sacrificed. The boys who turn to savagery establish Jack as their leader, Sam and Eric as their guards, protecting their food supply and habitat from intruders such as Ralph and Piggy, and the rest of the boys as minions. When Piggy tests their hierarchy system, he faces death. When peaceful protest groups become unpeaceful, they face punishment from governments or leaders they're opposed to. The family that is a gang evolves their ladder of who has power and who follows that power. Leaders of gangs have the potential to be the ones conducting the empire of violence or substances. Members that disobey or go to the authorities about connections within the gang face harsh punishment from the leaders. This system of hierarchy is based off unethical tasks and relationships to other gangs and empires. Since gang member recruitment is at an all-time high, it's evident how crucial it is for the continuance of structural importance. Modern-day hierarchical systems mirror how savagery in both these cases can be based upon a ladder of importance and willingness. The children's accessibility to the land and different gangs' convenience to weaponry and substances adds to how favorably they divulge. The analysis of this element and examples from each will encourage how alike they are. If a material or object becomes easier to access, users will take advantage of them more frequently and willingly. The amount of nature that surrounds the boys on the island aids them in developing weapons and using it for habitat coverage. The spears they generate from sticks and tree branches help them attack their food source, pigs, and slaughter intruders who question their survival and rescue tactics. When Piggy and Ralph attempt to confront Jack and his tribe, the rocky terrain aids the boys in Piggy's death. The land the boys are provided with aids in survival and murder approaches. The accessibility to knives, guns, and other weaponry that are available for violence amongst gangs has spiked deaths and injuries caused by rivalry. The vacancy of drug empires and substance dealers alters how humans look past basic rights and are encouraged to take part in life-threatening endeavors. Disreputable ways of maintaining these drugs continues the danger of gangs and the violent reputations they hold. The statistic that gun violence has risen 42% and knife violence 24% a year calls for the understanding that with more dealers and stores showing carelessness in consumer safety and legibility meaning age and criminal background in handling weapons, is a call for change. The relationship between the convenience to nature and violence enhancing activities is the unethical and life-threatening uses of them. William Golding's ideas of the boys' use of the land around them relates to modern gangs' idea of exposure to relaxed dealers and weaponry dispensary owners. All in all, comparing the boys' predicament in Lord of the Flies and gang members and how they control their lives allows for understanding about how Golding's predictions come to life in modern-day society.